Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. We're back at it again with this game. I gotta check whether I put it on the correct thing. I don't think I did, because I would then be seeing it move. Sorry, I'm just making sure I put the game on the right thing. I forgot whether it was game capture or window capture. Let me switch it over to the other one. Actually, it may not even capture on this now that I think about it. Huh. Okay, it does show up on the correct thing. Good to know. It was a little laggy though for some reason. At least it kind of looks laggy on stream. I don't know why, or if that's just my eyes being my eyes. No, I think that's just my eyes being my eyes. Alright, never mind. Never mind, I'm being a fool. A hooligan, even. Last time, what happened last time? We talked to a guy. He was old as hell because he was a trader of some kind who traded some stuff with some other suspicious looking dudes who were maybe messing with his mind because he thought he had or was trading for for something he wasn't trading with, actually, in reality. They like psychically made him believe it was another object and it was actually mutagen, and it turns out he's like, well, I don't know how old he's supposed to be. I forgot the actual like amount of time that had passed since he traded, but I remember that old guy who's now immortal, I guess. And it's the reason as to why old Junktown is no longer Junktown. And we still have no circuit board. I have no clue when we'll find this damn circuit board, but hopefully it'll be this time around that we find it. And we did go around trading and selling things because we were a little bit too heavy for my liking. That's everything I managed to remember up until now. And I believe we are back. Yes, we did travel back, right? Because this is where the old guy lives. I believe we're not gonna be over encumbered in a good while. I mean, damn, we still we have to work at our inventory space a bit because it's halfway full, and I don't know if that's just the armor we have. I'm sure the armor is a part of the weight issue, but I'm also sure it's the mines. Mines are 4 pounds. I'm saying 4. I don't think that's the actual measurement. It's just 4. It's just number. There's not. It's not in kilos or pounds, but I can assume pounds. Let's see what else is oh so heavy. Is the sledgehammer heavy? Yeah, our weapon is heavy. These crossbows are light. It might just be our armor and then a lot of this other stuff just stacked together manages to be a good amount of weight altogether. Whose dog is barking? Oh, I think that's just the guy, the old man. Can we trade stuff with him, or... I never checked, actually. Never mind. We cannot trade with him. Doggy, be chill, be calm. I know I gotta be careful in these parts for all of the mines we've seen so far. I did not forget about those. We have a lot of syringes. I remember buying a lot of things. Bandages, syringes. I don't know if we bought any repair kits for our... I think we did. We bought lockpick 2s, and I think I just found this while being down here. I don't think I bought this. If I somehow did, then then I'm more of a fool than I thought I was. We have 6 repair kits, so I don't think we bought any. We might have to at some point. They're kind of expensive. But, I mean, it's worthwhile for all of our equipment. And we have the money. It's not like we don't. How many areas are there to search here? This direction really is the only area to search. I kind of forgot if this guy gave us any directions towards the armadillo drill at all, like whether this way was the right way or not. We'll just keep searching. What are we initializing against? I don't... Okay, there's something there. Mutant dog, I see. We missed! I should have maybe slammed the door on his face. That would have been a smart decision. I forget that there are many hounds here. Many, many, many dangers. I cannot very well see where I think if I toss it here, I won't get hurt. Okay. Most of them are pretty alright. Which is a little surprising. I wish I could toss another, just 2 in a row, but that's not how this works. It's a lot of goop on the ground now. The mutant is what we gotta watch out for, because he actually, he hits, these hit pretty hard. For some reason, Twitch doesn't notify, especially my streams. Twitch. Twitch is dumb. But hail to thee, Yuki. How are you doing? I know you're tired, but I hope your tiredness isn't too tired. You doing alright? You gonna take a nap maybe earlier? Or I should say sleep earlier. Because it's already, I'm pretty sure, nighttime over yonder. I am being ganged up on by multiple dog and mutants again. No? Makes sense, makes sense. Well, maybe that's a no. I don't know if that's a no to the being okay or no to the you're not gonna go to sleep early. I hope it's no to you're not gonna sleep early, because if you're not okay, I'm gonna be sad. Where's that one dog? It was like right here. There it is. Is the one in front of me even still here? I don't know. No to sleeping? Okie dokie. Come on, I need to... There we go. Can't hit him again. That's fine. Oh, he's intimidated me. Okay, all offensive skills reduced by that much. They keep gooping me. And it's not turning out too well. I feel like I should stop this guy before he just goes crazy on me. I don't even know who I can or cannot reach. Because I'm clicking on this dog and it's not doing nothing. Ew, I don't like the way the portrait for the mutant looks. I don't like the way his tongue's hanging out of his mouth. He might be 1 space away from me, so let me just throw this at him to keep him there for a little bit. And I guess I'll pass up the turn. No, these two should be close enough. And he... Damn, bro, vomited all over me. Alright. That's 1 dog down. The other one I can't reach, and I cannot leave either, so I'm just gonna... Hit myself up with one of those syringes. Pass the turn. There's some dog, like, right here in front of me, schwacking me, but I can't see him. So I'm just gonna back away, close that door. I just realized I have enough for a grenade. I'll just, chill here for a second. Open the door. Toss a grenade right here. Okay, I don't know who that killed. Mutant dog evades 2 mechanical damage. Okay, so only the dog lived? They all better have died. Nope, okay. Never mind, I'm a fool. There we go. Gonna go over here and hide myself. Can I bandage myself up? I cannot. I am too injured. A little bit too injured. I'm right at 40 though. Okay, health must be over 40%. Damnation. I wonder if there's a better version of a bandage or not. Okay, let's take the claw. This is not really valuable. This is valuable, but it's kinda weighs a bit. We'll take it. There's a dog tongue. Icky, but useful, I guess, for XP. Another one of them. I guess we could have come from this way. Okay, that's locked. This is not. Take that. There doesn't seem to be much else of use here. This is where that mine was, correct? Let me make sure. Yep, okay, let me undo that. Gonna have to keep searching. Okay, trap disarmed. Lovely. Foot locker. With nothing in it, great. Thanks for being accessible, just to be empty. Should probably do a little save here. Anything around? Doesn't look like... I did not realize that box was there. That better not be locked. There we go. Empty mutagen stuff. We still got a long way before being able to get a what they call it? A level up again. Okay, trap door in here. Fantastic. I love trap doors. Let's see where this one leads to. Probably death. Death and despair. Oh yes. I was correct. We still haven't been able to find a way to get past these, like, 2 locked doors. I guess I should say 3, because, well, we would have to maybe go through the ventilation shaft here, which would mean destroying all of the evil robots in this room. Let's see. HE. Fill up my HE. I got the EMPs here. I should probably put the grenades right here. Okay. Come on, my mouse is being a little trickster. There we go. I got a lot of grenades. That's 12 grenades plus the Mark II. Maybe I should have gotten better HE grenades, because these robots, these machines be tough. Anything else that could help me here? Oh, heat damage is lowered. That doesn't help. This electrical... This shock dagger might have been kinda useful. Although it does low overall damage. I think these robots are susceptible to the electrical stuff, or they should be. I don't know if I want to test that. I'll put that in that hand. Save again. What I'm gonna try and do is toss an EMP on the ground and then rush one of the robots with the dagger that's got a chance of shocking them. Well, no, I still don't think that would be a good trade because the overall damage would still be too low. Okay, never mind. Never mind that plan. That plan was a dumb plan. We're just gonna... we're gonna pray that we're strong enough. Ah, there's also a bomb in the middle of the room. Great. We did not have the ability to throw that. Okay, I guess I'm just not gonna do that. Load. Is it because we don't have the initiative when we go into that room? I don't think there's a way to get all of them. Because there's the turret here, there's the robot. I would have to deal with this turret first, and the robot. Let the robot come to me, let it do its thing, but then we also get shot up by this freaking turret here. Okay, that hurt us a bit as well. Hurt us a lot more than I thought it would. I was thinking we could tank that, apparently not. Inject myself. I don't think we have the ability to go over there and swing on them, so we'll wait here. Okay, they're back to normal. Maybe I could close the door and just wait for them. And the combat, wait for my stuff to re-engage and then do that all over again. Okay, they're dead. And I don't know why my guy didn't throw his stuff out. I guess he didn't have the points to do so. go. Critical hit, lucky us. And I think we can maybe throw one over there, but that means we have to stand in a place where we get shot at, so never mind that. Let me end this little combat thing. We can heal up normally, I think. Yes, we can. No syringe usage. We maybe can go into the vent without being seen by the turret. Yes, we can, but I also kind of want the bullets from these guys, so let me just toss that over there. Okay, how the hell did that reach me? Okay, somehow I managed to throw it on the floor in front of me. And there we go. That last throw of that EMP was ridiculous. I don't know how Hanky managed to do that. I guess he was just not feeling it. Okay, give me all that. You give me all that. And we will save again. Go through the vents, see if we can actually find ourselves behind those doors that we haven't been able to really... Oh, a room. I thought this was like another place, never mind. This is a room, okay. Hopefully there's like literally nobody in here, otherwise we will have to murder them probably. That is about the only thing we ever end up doing a lot of the time, except with that one old man, but that was a little different. Is my armor good? Armor's still a-okay, weapon is still a-okay. I really need one of those Mark II repair kits, and that would be nice. These are kind of valuable. What did I leave here? Okay, this door is locked. Of course it is. Even when you're... I'm still confused by the fact that when you're on the other side of a room, you cannot unlock the door. That feels a little weird. I didn't even check what was over here. Oh, these are just rooms, huh? Okay, so maybe this isn't where we're gonna find the armadillo circuit. Another room. Just 3 rooms in a row. Stygian coins. And more bolts. We can sell that. So all of these were just the rooms, huh? I'm wondering if... No, I'm pretty sure we've searched most of these places, or everywhere, really. Empty desk, empty, empty, random desk, empty. I really should have remembered what that guy said in the conversation. Let's see, what's in here? Oh yeah, all of this. How much are we carrying on our person right now? Yeah, we can take this if we really wanted to. But what we have weighs less and is worth more, so I think I'll just keep trying to get more mutated dog leather. Okay, nothing in there. Capsules that I don't want. Gonna see if I can talk to the old man again. Whether you still live here. Okay, never mind. So where the hell am I supposed to find this fucking thing? Been spending like 3 whole streams trying to freaking find a damn circuit board. It's not in here. It's not down here. It's killed everything in our path to get here in the first place. I might just look up where the hell this circuit board is. We've been spending a little too much time on this damn quest. I have no clue where else we can go. Hello, your favorite game? Hail to the Tychosius. Tycho. How are you doing? Your favorite game, huh? Well, your favorite game is giving me a run for my patience. I'm just gonna stand by this fire real quick. Warmed up. I don't even know what that does. Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's not an easy one? No, it is not. It is not an easy one. Fun, but when you still can't find what you've been trying to find for like a couple of damn hours, and by a couple I mean a lot of time, yeah, it ticks me off a little bit. How was your day, though? How was your day? I'm gonna search this man because I kind of forgot what he has on him. Assuming I left anything valuable. Lighter? Nope. Steel spikes. I guess we can sell those. Maybe. There we go. Pretty good. Am I looking for the circuit board? That I am. I kind of forgot what the old man in this area, the now immortal old man, if he said anything about it, because I've had a conversation with him, but that was like 4 days ago. So I just kind of forgot about if he even said anything regarding the circuit board. Doggy! I like the dogs he has, though, so I gotta respect that. I gotta respect his dog ownership. You probably found it already. It's easy to loot without noticing. Nah, I've looted everywhere, and if I found it, I feel like I would have noticed. It is the one thing I've been looking for. Random risk computer. Never mind, I'm blind. I did not search this one barrel. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, well, there we go. Okay, let me just head back. Finally. 500 years. I forget which is the quickest way back, but we'll figure it out. We'll get back either way. Get back to the tall man. Probably could go that way as well. It's in the map. You know, this game is a funny one. I'm gonna disarm these things because I want money. I want the money. We need more money. You know, at first I was just like, hey, you know, I just want to be a big man with a hammer, and now I feel more like I'm playing a a heavily armed merchant with how much money I'm making. There better not be any mutants anymore, because I don't know how many times I've gone through this area and just had to slaughter so many dogs. And it makes me feel bad every time. Every darn time. Okay, we go here. Go through the shafts. I love traveling through shafts. Helps to always be pressing tab so you know all the interactables. Tab. Oh yeah, that one. Forgot about that. I'll have to get more used to this. The main issue is just that I don't play this often enough, so I just end up forgetting information. I played this maybe like twice a week. I still at least remember who I gotta deliver the circuit board to. And then whatever other little side quests I have regarding Junktown, I'll have to figure out later. Because I know we've already delivered the... What was it? The thing to the UN guy. UN? Yeah, United... No, the United Stations guy. So we already did that. Now we gotta deliver the circuit board back to the tall man, so that he can give us our money. What else do we have? Side quest? That is not the side quest thing. Junkyard. We did that. Retrieve that. Okay, Southwest Station stuff is down here. Right, we have the ring. The game opens up after this quest, so it's not linear anymore. Lots of options. Roger, roger. We'll finally be able to actually play the game for once. I forgot I can take the shortcut now. via the boats. I was about to travel all the way around. Actually, I should see if this guy over here wants my bullets and bolts so that I can sell that to him. Or a crossbow. Or my mines, literally anything. Let's see, firearm parts. Well, he's gonna take this and he'll take that. And I'll give him that. Let's see, melee weapons, leather armor, bullets. He can take that as well, I don't really want that. And I'll take all of them for... Okay, he doesn't have grenades. Or money. You know what? I'll trade with the other guy. Unless I just didn't see the money and I'm blind, because that tends to happen. Let me see, Stygians. He does have mechanical repair kits. Advanced one, I kind of want that. Let's see, will all of this be enough? Yes, it will. Let me see, how many of these can I get? Split. Okay, auto. No, I don't want to give up any of my coins. I'll just give him one back. No, don't give me that. Give him that back. There we go. Good trade, good trade. And now we leave. For real this time. I still need to talk to the guy that asked us about what was in the station place before, when we talked to that UN guy. Because apparently he gives us other little missions we could go on. Alright, Captain, give me travel. Stupid robot. I don't like that. I don't like that you just stop the moment they come into you. The game has a built speed up function. You press plus on the number pad, so you don't gotta spend all that time walking. You do? Let me see. Doesn't work for me, unfortunately. On the numpad, I don't think... Oh yeah, it's right there. Never mind. I didn't think I had one on the numpad for some reason. Where was he at? Commons, I think, and Cantina. Let me see if that works. I don't remember if I had any of my things toggled onto that button. Yes, I did. You did not see that. You did not see that. Alright, Mr. Hadrian. I found the armadillo drill with... what's it called? That's excellent news. I'll get this to Harold so he can start repairing the drill immediately. This will aid us in clearing the tunnel significantly. You can press many times to go pretty quickly, negative to go slower. That is very useful to know. Thank you very much. I don't have anything more for you to do right now, Hankies. Go on, go and take some rest. You've more than deserved it. Retire for the day. Core City outskirts 2 hours earlier. Ooh, city. Oh, these guys are dripped out. Praetorian Patrolman. We've shacked 5K of the North Tunnel, Commander. It's all is clear. There are no new cave-ins. Got hit by a couple of aftershocks, but they weren't anything serious. Praetorian Senior Officer, he nods. We felt them here too, but I think it's over now. You just had to open your mouth, huh? Maybe I spoke too soon. Wait, this is not an aftershock. Well, I'll be damned. We're under attack! Sound the alarm! It's the Faceless! Ew, they have creepy robot dudes. They have rat hounds? Damn, these guys got fucking smoked. Okay. Computer! Let's see if we got any messages. Okay, we do have new messages. Urgent from Tanner. Come see me in my office as soon as you wake up. Okay, bro. Big Bert. I've got something to discuss with you about Camp Hathorn, so please come and see me when you have the time. If you haven't heard of it, I'll explain everything when you get there. And Harold, semi-urgent. Greetings, please come down here and see me when you have the time. There's something I need help with. And then public feed about the Faceless. To all stations, the Faceless have been spotted in multiple locations throughout South Underrail. They are using large tunneling machines to transport troops, and all reports suggest that they are heavily armed and large in numbers. They already show hostility towards Core City and Rail Crossing. All stations are urged to mount their defenses and report any Faceless sightings as soon as possible. I don't remember us being told anything about the Faceless. I think the closest thing... I remember there's like the one the old man near the caves tells us about, but I don't think those are the Faceless. Or maybe they are. Never mind, my mental information is scattered. Forgot who Tanner was. Let's see, I may want to put some stuff in my locker. What do I even have in my locker? Right, all of this, and then this one. More junk that I need to sell. Goodness gracious. And on my person, I have... I know some of these stuff I can sell to the biology guy. What happened to all my Stygians? I probably used a lot of them. Let's see. Gonna just sell these off, hopefully. That weapons guy usually buys this off of me, so we'll see. Armory and shooting range. The overwhelming urge to pick up everything in this game. I know, right? Listen, I gotta sell stuff, okay? I need to make money. My yearning to make as much money as humanly possible is kicks in. There's our Stygians. Okay, I just didn't stack this little bit with the rest of it for some reason. 2 firearms, 2 crossbows. Does this one sell for a lot? Yes, it does. He wants 3 melee weapons, crossbow parts. I don't know if I had crossbow parts in that one thing. Bullets or shells. Leather armor. He does want my leather armor. Helmets, belts, riot armor. Regular bolts. We don't have regular bolts, so we'll take that for probably Mark II grenades if I can afford them. How many Molotovs do I have? That many. I might want Mark II HE grenades also. Let's see. Oh, we can get all of those. Okay, get all of them. Get all of those. Might need one of these at least. Let's see. Can we put that much back? Okay, still gonna cost us a bit. What about for some... Let me just do auto trade. You know what? I may as well take all 7 of these as well. Auto trade that. I don't think he has anything I would want, so gimme. Thank you very much. I don't know if I traded the firearm already. Okay, I did not. I had 2 of them on me. I don't know why I didn't give him that one either. I guess I'll give you that gun for some credits back. Where's his credits? What if I auto? There we go. Then let me go to downstairs guy. Leather, you will take. You will take that. You will take funny poison. Combat gloves, schematics, and I think I wanted to keep this, but I don't know if I even could use this, so I'll keep it on my person and put it back in my locker. What do I even trade with you? I guess just credits, huh? He does have a morphine shot. I'll trade for this right now. I'll just get more bandages and stuff from the other guy. Medicine guy. I like how quickly he's just going around now. Let's see. We've got the Mark IIs as well. They are expensive though. Medical, chemicals. I don't remember if I have any chemical components other than the antidotes. In my locker, that is. This happens a lot. Every time I play this damn game, it's just like 30 minutes of just solid trading, and then I go off to do something, and then I come back for another 30 minutes of just trading stuff. Where was the personal rooms, private quarters? Yeah. I'm sorry, I know this isn't the most entertaining and thrilling of things to see. Let me see, chemicals, I do have this, so let me open up my inventory. A bot! Let me destroy this Kalanka real quick. There we go. Oh, I took 2 things. Put that back. No, I did not mean to trade. Where did that just go? Did it go back in there? I have no clue. There's an NPC in Core City that exists to mostly make fun of the player for being a loot goblin. Oh no. Well, like, you know, if you make this game, you know, you can't be oblivious to that fact, you know what I mean? Like, you put so much loot. More than I think should even be reasonable, to be fair, a lot of the time. Sometimes it's like weird because you feel like there's a lot, but at the same time, there's just not what you want. Gasoline, I forgot that's also considered a chemical. Master key card, I don't really need to carry that on me. What other chemicals do I have to trade with that medical guy? None else. I forgot I had these with me. These two chemical traps. I just kind of leave them here. I could also sell this to the lady. Crossbow parts. And my other thing. That's his weapons and more stuff. Actually, I need to put a lot of my components that I carry around away. Put that in there. I like how I just have a million keys. I don't even know what half of these keys are for, I'll be honest. Nope, no, nope. I dislike my mouse sometimes. Where did I put that? Okay, it's on the ground. I wish I could just double click on the item and it'll just automatically put it away in the locker. Let's see, anything else I want to put away? Motion tracking lens, I guess we'll keep that in case anybody wants it. I won't spend too much time on these guys. I just gotta get a couple of stuff to make up for my lack of healing items. How much do these cost? Okay, just put him there, and then we'll give him what we got. Okay, barely scratches away at that. Can we trade it for the normal stuff? What if we just take, like, a couple? That's still quite a bit. Yeah, we got the money for it. So, auto trade. I'll head back to the shooting range guy. I also need to remember who's who because I need to talk to Tanner. I remember the guy from the pens, the Big Bert, because it's kind of hard not to to not remember Big Bert would be a sin, I feel. You will give me credits for this. What was it, Tanner? Oh god. Okay, we did that. Tanner, H-name guy. I might just have to go back to check on the computer. Tanner, Big Bert, and Harold. That's right, Tanner, Big Bert, Harold. Let me sell food to her because I don't really use it. Okay, how much do you even want? Just 3. Perfect, because that's all I got. And she has no money on her. Let's see here. Kinda wish she did, but okay. Mushroom brew. It's okay. Reduces mechanical damage by 5. I'll keep this then. Let me see if I can at least trade for one of these. What? It's right on the verge of a trade. Okay. She wants to be stingy like that, sure. That's funny. Harold and Tanner and Big Bert. I know this guy was Hadrian something. Grotsky. Tanner, there we go. The plus speed up the whole game, so vendors will refresh a bit faster as well. Oh, okay, okay. How much in-game time does it take for each guy to like refresh their stock? I wonder. Grosky and Tanner seem to be in the middle of a conversation, so I'm heading there right now to see just what the hell is going on, and considering the severity of the situation, do not expect my return anytime soon. He nods in agreement to what Grosky said before turning to you. We'll need your assistance with this as well. Well, I would like to know. 90 real minutes? That's a long while. I mean, considering that it takes that you're usually in like other areas for a fair amount of time, I feel like that's fair. Some sort of an attack has been carried out against Core City up north a few hours ago. The reports are sketchy, but apparently the Faceless are involved somehow. My contacts tell me that the Faceless... I was about to give Grosky a voice, but I forgot what voice I even gave him. The Faceless use their tunneling machines to circumvent the city's outermost defenses and deployed their forces just outside the city, cutting off the tunnel to the north. They haven't attempted to invade the city itself, though. Not yet, anyway. Staging ground, then. Those big drills seem to be a pretty big, like, deal. You know? Those armadillo drills. If you can just be like, sorry, defenses? I don't think so. We'll just go around. And there's no way you can know if they're coming other than just a tremor. It is clear that why they attacked in this particular spot. If any help was to arrive from the Protectorate up north, it would have to pass through the North Tunnel, but since the tunnel is now controlled by the Faceless, it would be the easiest thing in the world for them to simply collapse it, delaying the Protectorate deployment indefinitely. That's quite true. They obviously wouldn't need that tunnel themselves. They've made their own. All this is very strange. Faceless don't usually attack unless provoked. We know that they don't like the Protectorate much and are known to skirmish with them occasionally, but as far as I can remember, they've never waged war on any independent station. But that's not all, I'm afraid. In addition to the reports from the Corps, we've also received a distress call from Rail Crossing. They are having they're having troubles of their own. We don't have any details regarding this, but apparently Faceless are involved there as well. Who are the Faceless exactly? Thing is, no one really knows. They live somewhere, or maybe everywhere in the tunnels far below, lower than most humans could endure living. They wear masks, never showing their faces, hence the name. Many stories about them and their origins circulate the UnderRail, but it's impossible to tell which ones are true. Ask around if you're curious. So, we're gonna be asking for just stories, essentially. What sort of place is the rail crossing? An independent station built inside an old train depot to the northwest. A relatively peaceful place. We do a good amount of trading with them. So that is rather important to us, actually. Okay. We need to make sure they're not getting messed with, because then we suffer the consequences of no trade, or at least less trade. What about Core City? It's a city that lies in the border between the North UnderRail, controlled mostly by the Protectorate and the United Stations, and the South UnderRail, which is where we are at. So basically, Core City, as its name implies, is basically the center. The land of the free. The Core City spans both lower and upper UnderRail, but since the upper railroad connections have all collapsed, the city's lower UnderRail North Tunnel is the only connection to the Protectorate territory. Okay, what do you want me to do? I want you to find out what's going on in the rail crossing, assist them if you can, and report back to me. Aye aye. Avoid engaging the Faceless if possible. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If you can find out what is causing them to attack these places, that would be helpful. I'm heading out to Core City myself to check out the situation there. You should meet me there as soon as possible. Look for me in the Hardcore City bar. Vera has a job for you as well. Be sure to speak with her before you set out. How do I get there? There are a couple of ways to get to the rail crossing. The easiest would be to take the train, since we cleared out the rocks. Alternatively, you could go through the side tunnel on foot, but some of them might still be collapsed, so make sure you bring some explosive charges to clear the way. As for the core city, both train and ferry are your options, with the ferry being probably a bit safer at the moment. Okay. Am I gonna remember this? Probably not, but it's better that I know. You're going to need it. Okay. Grosky doesn't have much faith in me, despite my gigantic hammer. Meet Grosky in the core city. I think I'll do that later on. I think I want to do this first, the going to rail crossing. Tanner, Harold. I need to speak to Vera as well. Vera, was it? She's not Vera. I think Vera is in the library place. I think. Let me check. Yep. Have you heard what's happened in Core City? Tanner's quests are the main quest, just for your information. Roger. Roger. Okay, so if his are the main quests, I'll take that into consideration. Have you heard what's happening in Core City? Yes. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm wondering just what the Faceless want. It's very atypical of them to attack a station state. They must want to throw hands. Let's see. It mentioned you had a job. The Protectorate. Are there plans to join? Okay, this is all stuff we've asked before. I delivered the trading documents. Excellent. It's good to know I can count on you to get the job done. Probably should have told her that before. I think I can still go to Tanner and be like, hey, I did what she said. And get some money from that, I think. Let's see, what else? Heard you got a job for me. Yes, two of our own, Terry and Laura Baker, were on a merchant mission to the north when the Faceless invaded. We note they didn't get caught behind the blockade because they messaged in from the core city before the assault happened. They were supposed to head straight to back to the SGS, but then this earthquake happened and blocked the railway, preventing their return. They might have stopped by rail crossing, in which case they might have been caught by whatever trouble's happening there. Good thing I kind of want to go there, but we'll see. Grosky tells me you know how to handle your trouble. Investigate these two places, find the Bakers, and return them home safely. I hope it won't come to this, but if they didn't make it, make sure you return their valuables and trade goods then. Alright. Make sure people are alive. You know what? I can get behind that. Let me speak with the tall man, just in case. Just to tell him I did the job she asked of me and see if we get some money out of that. Nope. Okay, don't need to worry about that then. Crossroads. Seen added stations, Protectorate, Core City. Let me talk to Harold as well. Not Harold, Big Bert. Forgot where Harold was. Who Harold is? Is Harold the medical guy? I think Harold may have been the medical guy. I'll check anyhow. Bert! What you want, my boy? Harold is the engineer? Right. Engineer. Close enough. Both require a degree, you know? Hey, Hank, did you see the mail I sent you about Camp Hathor? Yes. Good. Some people around here never check their damn mail. Irresponsible, if you ask me. Now, you've heard of Camp Hathor, right? I don't remember. Let's say I haven't. Okay, Camp Hathor is a hunting camp situated not too far off the east, but past the old battery recycling plant if you're going on foot, or south through the Meatway. That is a very odd way to call any direction. Through the Meatway, then north up Isaac's River if taking the waterways. It used to be a mining camp, but after the coal mine was closed, some miners stayed there and began hunting and exporting animal meat. They supply us with a good chunk of the meat we consume here. Is it in trouble? The thing is, we've lost contact with them after the earthquake. I'd like you to go there and see what's going on, see if everything's okay. I'll see what I can do. Okay, you know where to find me. That's also very important, because people need food to be alive. Engineer. I forget that he might want electronic components and whatnot. Harold! Ah, Hanky, glad you're here. There's something I need to discuss with you. Got a moment? Of course, Harold. What's this all about? I wanted to talk to you about something that is luckily not as urgent at this moment, but important nonetheless. You see, after the earthquake, we experienced a major power outage. The whole station went black. Usually, when things like that happen, our backup generators switch on to provide power until we get our main power back. Keep talking? Will do. The thing is, there is a delay before the backup generators kick in. It's usually just several seconds, but that means we have an interruption in power, and for many reasons this is unacceptable. Just imagine you're in the med bay, being operated on, and suddenly there's no power anymore. That's just one example. I won't go into mentioning all the systems in SGS that require a constant power supply. Your man joins a station for a home and safety, immediately gets told to go across the whole world single-handedly fighting everything. That's so true, though. It's so ridiculous. Just being like, hey, I'm glad I have a new home and a place to stay. And it's like, actually, we're gonna need you to, like, fight everything and go here and go to God knows where and put your life on the line constantly just to get us some stuff. And I know you're new, but like, we still need this from you. And it's like, don't you have other people that could, you know, people that have been here for years who are trained by Grosky and all that jazz to like actually help you out with this? Now this time, during the earthquake, we've had such a large number of batteries die all at once. It's insane. Yes, most of them are pretty old, optoelectric nuclear batteries. Don't mistake them for common nickel-palladium fusion batteries, though. These are very rare. I'm interested, but what do you need me for? Currently, we have a few optoelectric batteries to spare, but if they keep dying, we're gonna be in big trouble. So I want you to go to an old battery recycling plant not too far away from here. It's to the east past the Crossroad Caves. It's been out of commission for years, but maybe you can find something there that we can use. Spare optoelectric cells, related equipment, or blueprints. If you find any of that, make sure you bring them to me. There's no other place we know of that might have anything similar. Deal. I believe we have to go up that way anyhow, or that's one of the ways we could go to reach a place, right? Where Big Bert wants us to go. Excellent. Now, keep in mind the earthquake sealed off certain parts of the cave, so you'll probably need explosives. Other than that, be careful. Be careful when you enter the plant itself. It's been out of commission for quite a while, so who knows what you'll find there. If you can bring me something good, I'll pay you 300 credits. Good luck, Hanky. See you later. Before I leave, yeah, I gotta barter. I gotta make money. Give you that, give you this, give you this. Give you that, since I don't really use this, and give you this, because I also don't use that. Yeah, it's on the way to Hathor. See, I'm capable of remembering things. Sometimes. What do I want from this boyo? How much have I given him is the question. And money. Could just ask for credits just to have a bunch of them for trade. Because we do have plenty enough of these and the big kit. And we pretty sure the only thing that's always constantly dying is my hammer. So I guess you could technically never have enough of these mechanical repair kits. I might want a couple of these, though. How many Mark 1s do we have? 3? Let's take 10 of these. How much for 10 of these? Okay, we'll take that. We'll take all these 5. We're good enough on that. We can see how much we can take of these. Let's see, 10. How much for 10? Probably still a lot more than what we... Yeah, that's a lot. So we're fine off of that. Credits. Auto trade. It's good enough for me. We probably actually, I kind of want some Caltrops. my second favorite tossable in this entire game. He doesn't have the poison ones, which I'm kind of sad about, because those are the more useful ones, but Caltrops are Caltrops. I'm not going to complain too much. Auto trade for some Caltrops. And we'll take that. So we're gonna need explosives to get into or through to Hathor in case of any mines, or sorry, not mines, collapsed caves. Where do I get those, actually, now that I think about it? I don't know if my mines would count as explosive devices for that kind of purpose. Armory guy sells explosives? C4? Okay, C4 specifically. Excuse me, good sir, do you have C4 explosives? I ask very casually. We may have to check in Junktown. This guy has poisoned freaking Caltrops. Let's see. I don't think he has any C... Oh, he does. Well, he has TNT charges. Which I don't know if these count. It looks like a yellow box. Is it this one? Oh, you think it's TNT. Okay, TNT, let's see. What if we try to take all 3? He doesn't want any of my explosives, which is sad. I think I can give up this sledgehammer, because I'm keeping it as a backup, but considering I don't really use it, I feel like I can give it up and just make sure that this one is in good condition all the time. And then, let's see, what else does he want? Doctor's pouch. It's a good item, but I like having more throwables in my disposal. And then this one I don't really even use at all. We still just for three TNT charges. Holy moly, we're giving him a lot of money. And we'll just trade the rest for credits, and yeah, that'll be all. We gotta find somebody that'll be willing to take these mines. I swear I had frag ones as well. I must have put them away or something. Let's see. Caltrops, let me just Put that there. Can I carry more than 5 in a stack? No, I cannot. I have to... Those grenades, probably... I'll leave the slot open, because I don't know if I want to put throwing nets or... Actually, considering where we're going, probably throwing nets would be more useful. Okay, Harold wants you to check the battery recycling plant, and then Big Bert wants us to go to Camp Hathor. East of the caves, okay. East of SGS, and then straight east, so we can go take the caves to go down. Actually, before we go do that, I gotta use the restroom real quick. I will be right back. There. Spinning fish! I returneth, and the game's not up. Okay. Let me see if that made that pop up. No. Game exists. It does this sometimes. Come on, OBS, function for me. There we go. Okay, I'm off. Open the gates. Just gotta go straight east. Which would be... Wait a second. Where would that be? Yeah, I'll figure it out. Okay, you can't go east that way. East of... Wrong way. Damn it. They said go to the caves and then east. And I'm just like, yeah, caves, east. Maybe it's north and then east. Nope. What? What do you mean? Ah, damn it. East from that map. The rocks, gotta blow them up. East from this map? Oh, this one. Okay, right here. Never mind. I am a fool. You're correct. I forgot these rocks are like here. I just saw like a wall. Okay, I need to pull the things out of my inventory. I guess I'll just put it... Did I put it on the ground? Pick it up. Put it in the inventory. Okay. My mouse, I need you to work with me at this moment in time. There we go. Thank you very much. Put the damn things right there, please. Okay, I hope I'm using this right. Whoop, get away. There we go. He's just put him on the front of it. Just did it. There's also this way, but I don't know where that leads. Okay, broken turrets. Never a good sign. Gonna do a quick little save. What will we call this one? 39B. And we'll hopefully come across nothing dangerous right now. Stop every now and again so that my boy Hanky has a moment to spot any mines. I could try and searching these. Well, not this one apparently. Not that one either. Not that one either. Okay, I can search like one turret. Then over here, explosive barrel. Nothing else to search. Oh. Interesting area here. Don't forget to tab. Very true. Wall, explosive. Lock picking is 60 something. I don't have my lock picking that far up. Oh, rata. I saw that. Look at them boys. I will be throwing hands with them. See if I can get their attention. Yep. You boys want to come over here? I'll give you a little incentive. The big ones are still around. All I gotta do is wait. Ah, there's more of you. You're dead? You're dead, and this little guy's about to be dead. More little guys. God damn. I forget my hammer is kind of crazy. At least for these guys. Okay, remains. Give me... I don't think I'll carry your leather around. It's not as worthwhile. But they might have that little thing that gives you some extra XP, so I kind of want to check them for that. Actually, don't remember if I collected all of those for the rats Okay, I did collect those. Brain... Yeah, side beetles. Those are the ones that give me the brains. The tongues come from the dogs. What is even over here? Okay, broken down wall with a gate. Vent shaft, my favorite. Let me see anything else. Okay, switcheroonie to my crowbar, and time to be the little rat I am. Okay, I think this just leads you, might lead us back. Let's see, through here? Ooh. This is Harold's quest area? Ah, I see. Good, I guess Harold's getting his stuff first. Imagine I hop out of this vent and I immediately land on a mine. That would be unfortunate. What are these? Spiked pig leather boots. They're worth something, so I'll take those. These are also worth something. A little heavy, but I'll take them. I feel like they... Okay, this is worth a lot. I don't know if anybody's actually gonna buy it, though. I think the only energy weapons related person I saw so far was the lady that's near the United Stations place back over in Junktown. Utility bot remote control can be used to control the utility bot at the recycling plant near SGS. Moves the utility bot to target location, orders the utility. Okay. I'll take that, I suppose. That's a tool. Oh, look at that guy. There's a hole through this, just very casually. Monitor. Okay, monitor's just looking like that. The desk is empty otherwise. No computer. Not that I could really do anything with the computer. Locked. So I gotta use the utility thing, I imagine. It's a puzzle quest. Many don't like it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we can get through it. Let me just take a nice little look here. We can't see what's over here. Let me see. Can I... Nope. Okay. I will save before I continue to partake in this. Okay, we can see with the robot, which is good. Let's see how far we can go, though. Can we maybe open the door with the robot? Probably not. Okay, nope. Oh, I see. Electricity. You want to use tab to know what you can use the robot to interact with? Ah. I didn't check that area back here. One moment. Okay, more electricity. Okay, robot. Check that crate. I guess you can't do that. Do something with that? Maybe if I go and activate this or somehow interact with that one. And that's not working. What if I go on this thing? Okay, go back around. Maybe he can interact with this other one. Can't interact with that either for some reason. Get in front of it maybe, and then it'll... The control has two functions, move and use. You gotta select the use function. Oh, that's how, okay. That would have been good to know. Thank goodness you're here to tell me. Otherwise I would just be here like, what the hell? It is not inherently intuitive. Okay, that turns out that. Good, good, good. Now go, my stallion. Yeah, you were lost the first time too. I imagine many people were quite unfortunately lost. So, thing here. One there. Probably should interact with that. I just want to look around a little bit more before I press that one again. Let's see, this is blocked, okay. Then bring ya over here, get ya to finagle with this device right here. That turns off that. Okay, move. Go this way. Go over there, hurry it up. Don't know if that thing's gonna turn back on its own. I don't see any other ones. Let me just make sure there isn't more. There's that room. Anything in that little place? Doesn't look like it. Just in case, press tab. Okay. Power box desk. No time limit? That's good to know. I feel like if they added a time limit to this, that would just be a little much. Can we mess with the desk? Okay, no. It's the answer to that. Okay, good. Good to know that. Boop. That turns off this one, which turns on all of them, but doesn't turn on that one. Do 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 do. That one turns off that one, which... This one's also still turned off. I forgot if that one turned on before or not. Let me press that again. Yes, okay, so that controls this. Okay, press that. Go to travel mode. This is turned back on. I think we gotta get, actually, where do we gotta get to? We gotta make sure this one gets turned off. So we can go around, get back to, well, maybe turn this one on. This is gonna take me a while, so I hope you don't mind that too much. That turns that off, turns this one off, turns that one on. But it has these two turned off. This, I don't remember what that got turned on and off by. That's okay. Right, that one deals with that one. So it's already turned off. Or does it? Okay, this one's turned off. Never mind. I'm just a fool. Okay, traverse again. That one turns on, but turns off this. We can head on to deal with that one. Go that way. There we go. I almost clicked on the electricity. that would have been rough, shameful even. That turns off that, which turns off that. There we go. I was very afraid that that wouldn't work. But never mind, it did indeed work. I keep accidentally telling Hanky to go somewhere. Ah, power generator. Let's see what else is interactable here. Robot? Well done. I'd like to agree, but the robot's not moving anymore. Okay, never mind. Maybe I just paused the game on accident. My bad. I was like, what's going on? Where'd he go? I don't know. He just didn't want to show up. He got shy. I assume I gotta turn this thing off. So I'll go do that. Menu. No, my utility bot! I'll miss him for the rest of my days. Poor bastard. At least we can search around. His sacrifice will not be in vain. Okay, we got fusion cells. I love fusion cells. Tab, anything in here to search? Can't search the bots there. Gotta get to the desk. Shock bolt. That's just for that. Almost got jump scared by that howl. Yeah, take all, which is nothing. Take a lot of nothing. Circular wave amplifier. Seems expensive. I'll take that. We were probably... Let's see. There wasn't anything in that room. Fabric scraps. This is what the homeboy wanted. Fabric scraps. I don't really... I'll take him. I'll just put him in my locker. Just in case. Utility bot, my beloved. Lockpicking 55. Haha, guess what we got? Okay, put this back in here. Or not. Just leave it on the floor, I guess. Or no, it's right there. Okay, never mind. Lockpicks. I'm blind. These one go up to 55, right? Or no, this is... No, I get these the normal ones. Okay. There we go. More electronic stuff. Take all that. And that'll be all for this place. Wonder what's behind this door, though. Probably nothing. Any vents, though, just in case? I gotta check. Always gotta double check for the vents so that I can just crawl through them. Nope, just the vent I came through. Okay. Damn, I'm kinda close to leveling up again. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. Back out. This way. I think this should be... We got meat. Okay. They... They think they're freaking Arby's over here. Guard. I'm just gonna assume they're peaceful, but just in case they are not peaceful. Hello, Mr. Guard. So bored. I don't blame ya. Can we just go through? I guess we can. Okay. It's a lot of mushrooms. Guard. Bill. No time to talk now. Okay, working. Fair enough. Let's see if up here... This looks like the right place. Maybe. Commoner, guard. Slow down button. Let me just slow things down a little. Commoner, Fred. The man before you wears a simple shirt on his body and a simple smile on his face. Nothing strikes you out of the ordinary on him except perhaps for his bushy arm hair, which looks like it was transplanted from a large rat hound. Hello, traveler, and welcome to Camp Hawthorne. My name is Fred, and I've got medical supplies for sale. There's something you need? What can you tell me about Camp Hawthorne? Well, Camp Hawthorne is a hunting camp. Do you dig? We hunt all sorts of animals around these caves and then export large amounts of meat to stations and other settlements, from SGS to Foundry to the core city. The dormant caves just across the river are amazingly rich in animal life. You dig? So rich you could shoot a bolt from here and are likely to hear something squeal in pain. That's actually kind of amazing, because if they just hunt, purely hunting, and they're like supporting a bunch of communities off of that, That's kind of wild. Just look around and I'm sure you'll see we mean business. Sure, I'm curious as to what you got. Medical supplies, obviously. I don't think we have anything we could trade with him as of right now, other than our... Okay, that meow kind of startled me. I'm not gonna lie. I got startled by the cat. Gosh darn. This person sells... You see a skinny man. I'm Freddy. I sell food. 5 nights... I'm sorry. Stygian coins. Okay, so they also trade in Stygians here. Good to know that. He's got a lot of weird stuff here. Beetle soup. You play with no sound, so hearing how noisy the game actually is funny. Yeah. It ain't a bad thing, though. The man before you seems to be busy working on a piece of cave hopper hide. You just about finishing removing the final pieces of flesh from the skin. He notices you and gestures for you to wait for a second, and as he rolls the skin and places it in a container full of some liquid, after wiping his hands clean, he focuses his attention on you. I do like the sound, like it makes the game feel very alive. Sorry to keep you waiting. I had to finish that one. Name's Fred. I got mostly hunting, equipment, and leather. But I also have a couple of interesting things in store if you're interested in that, in taking a look. I've noticed that you and the other 2 merchants here are named Fred, and Freddy. Is that a coincidence? Folks often ask us that. It's just a coincidence, nothing else. It can be amusing, though, at certain times. For example, Fred, who's the regular jokester, sometimes intentionally tells people that we're brothers or whatever he thinks of at that particular time, and some people believe it. So he keeps on pulling their leg, and it leads to a lot of funny situations. All in all, would you like to buy something? Sure, let's check what you got. Hunting equipment, as promised. I suppose we can sell him stuff if we come across any raiders and whatnot with crossbows. We could also sell pelts. So maybe I should have taken those rat hound pelts and brought it over here to sell for some Stygians. I mean, we can still do that, but I don't feel like it. What was it that we came here to do? Big Bird, blah blah blah. We are at Hawthorne, so I'm going to look for a community leader to see if maybe I gotta talk to that person. Back, and let's see. Pacey no mind. He's engaged in a conversation. Serene. A gust of wind sails into the bay with the sole intention of disturbing the romantic scene. It ferociously tussled a woman's hair, but its chill cannot pierce into her bones, for she had already found warmth in her man's arms. What it can do, however, is disgorge the foul stench from the nearby toilets that's a word, pit, and dig it right under the couple's noses, liquefying their faces and instantly separating them through the power of what is essentially tremendous environmental fleshulence. There are forces to step aside from this path of olfactory devastation as the odious something blah 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 blah. After taking a breath of fresh air, the woman addresses the man. Can't you stay just a bit longer? I'm sorry, darling, but I gotta go. When I return, I'm taking you with me, away from all this. You know how I feel about this place, and the sole reason I come back here is because of you, Serene. I gotta do this. I need to prepare everything for us to settle down in the north. He wipes the tears off her face. Don't cry. Damn, we're just like listening in on a very personal conversation. She pushes him away. I'm not crying because you're leaving. I'm crying because of that damn reek burned my eyes. That kind of environmental pansy do you take me for, huh? Oh, emotional. What kind of emotional pansy do you take me for, huh? She smiles and wipes her tears off with her hand. What about the tunnelers? How are you gonna get past them bloody freaks? Tunnelers! Those were the ones that the old man talked about. I know a way. You didn't marry no incompetent Quaker. She shrugs her shoulders. He laughs. Oh, really? Look, I gotta go. You take care of yourself for me, okay? Oh, cut the crap and give me that sloppy kiss already. Just like we're just staring at him from this is so weird. Beck and Serene kiss each other one more time, after which Beck whispers something into her ear and walks away, leaving Camp Hawthorne. She stands there and watches him, and in that moment notices you. As soon as your stares meet, you turn towards the river, pretending to enjoy the gloomy view. Just pretend we weren't just staring that down. Good to know that they're human beings, though. Damn, that's a big-ass frog. What the hell? I guess this is where they do... Is that a lizard or a frog? I guess it could be a lizard frog. Because it's got a tail that looks like it uses it to swim. I like that, though. I like that little conversation. Fish! I assume I can probably take this boat to other places. Who's the lead around here? Maybe I should have gone through there, actually. Let's see. Serene, that's Serene. We're just gonna pretend we weren't staring them down. Over here is the toiletry. Back here is hunting space. Over here is another section of the town. I assume so anyway. Or just caves. You know what? I can explore a little bit. I mean, Hawthorne seems to be pretty chill. Oh, maybe not. I did not even see this man. You will wreak the wrath. Reap. Hammer! Well, old shopper, you're quite evasive. I guess it's because you freaking crippled me. I got a 10% chance to hit you. You know, I got a higher chance of blowing us both up, so here we go. Wow, you tanked that. You are a very strong man. I think I'm just gonna end up dead here, so let's just load back to the autosave, please and thank you. There's no surviving old shopper over here. Menace to society. But now that I know he's here... I don't know how we didn't see him. Okay, he's just... I guess he's just that... He's just built different, I guess. Let's see if we get a chance to actually whack him, though. I don't think we'll be doing that much damage. He's sneaking. Okay, we got him for one. Maybe I can, keep him in place. Okay, let me just step away from that menace to society over here. Never mind, he just manages to get out of there. Why is there just like a homicidal maniac right next to this place? Got laid out. Damn. The town crazy hermit, you guys? Probably. You could be staring right in man's direction and he's just he's just not gonna be seen. Okay, let me speak to the boat guy. Maybe I gotta talk to him. Captain the Coulterine. You come up to the rangy-looking ferryman, loading some boxes into what is presumably his own ferry. He wipes the sweat from his forehead with the back of his hand and smiles all the while rubbing the sweat into the back of his pants. He addresses you in a raspy baritone voice. "Greetings, laddie. I be Captain Coltrane, and I got lots of interesting tales to tell you. To tell those who sail with me. Aye, for I'd seen things ye wouldn't believe." I have to go. Godspeed, matey. You talk differently. Let's just be rude. You talk differently. Yar, I don't dig what you meaning. What you be meaning, laddie? That yar, you be, and all that. Where are you from? No, 'tis just the way I talk. I, he laughs. I be from far, sailed there from the shivering, salty southern waters where slick, iridescent eels and giant black urchins be living. Dar all their folks be talking like this. Me lake dog of a father, rest his salty soul. He be speaking in such a thick accent, not even mother or us, his sons, could understand a word of what they are stuttering. Jesus Christ. And what is this place called? Shade Harbor. It be way down south, far away from where ye and I be right now. It'd be a place of joy, mystery, adventure, and spooky things. I could tell ye stories it'll shiver your timbers right out of your trousers. I could tell ye one or two or three if there be right opportunity be the next time ye be fuck dude. to struggle. Dude, I am struggling for real. This man's dialogue is insane, okay? No, I got things to do. Got boxes to load in, engine to check, aye. But if you will hop on to me ferry, then that be a different story, he laughs. Then we'll have the time. I have some things to do. Aye, farewell, laddie. I feel like he's just doing that for the money. It makes people want to take boat rides with him. I don't think we've been able to ask anyone here about what's going on. Guard? Okay, we can't talk to that guy. Guard. Let me see if I can talk to Serene. Are you the community leader? Before you is a young woman. It's the building south of the docks? Oh. Well, I'm talking to Serene anyhow. Before you is a young woman. She is tall for a woman, and her leather coat, which looks like it has seen far better days, further emphasizes the fact, as it ends up notably shorter. Her bare arms are thin, but well developed without being overly muscular as to ruin the feminine image, while her legs, in contrast, are thick and massive and are tucked into heavy-looking boots. She greets you with level eyebrows and equally level tone of voice. Did you hear and see all what you needed back there, hmm? It's like, if you didn't want to see... I'm Hanky and I had some questions. You know what? Fuck you. If you didn't want to be seen, then you should have gone somewhere private, like your home. Her answer comes after a short delay. I'm Serene. What do you want? What do you do around here? I'm a hunter. Interesting. Let me ask you something else. Nothing. I am not a homewrecker, okay? I may be rude, but I'm not a homewrecker. Ah, this building right here. Boyd. I'm quite busy, so please, if you need something to talk to Edgar. Where's Edgar? Oh, hi Edgar. Stitch is such a poet. The man sitting behind his desk nods at your approach. Sorry, my brain just like shut off for a second there. It seems that you interrupted him while he was cleaning his pistol, so he assembles it with a few swift motions and puts it in his desk before focusing on you. He stands up and crosses his arms, making himself appear bigger. Although, even without the pose, his wide shoulders alone already convey an identical image. A glance later, he speaks to you. Greetings, traveler. Edgar Garnem's the name. And I'm the leader of Camp Hawthorne. We're in a bit of an emergency, so state your business quickly. Big Bert from SGS told me to come here and see what's happening with you guys. He said they've lost contact with Camp Hawthorne after the earthquake. Ah, good old Bert. This earthquake caused nothing more than a bit of a panic and a problem or two. One of so I wish is one of which is with our communication equipment. We'll get that fixed in no time. Now, we've got a bug-related emergency, which ain't gonna be easy to handle. Bug-related emergency? I was half tempted to read that in, like, the Snake voice, you know? You know how, like, Snake always, like, asks you back the question you, like, whenever he's in a dialogue? Had the urge to try and pull a voice like that. Thought better of it. Psychomantis. Bug-related emergency. I ain't sure if you've noticed a pile of dead bugs at the North Gate, but we had those things coming out from the mine and converging our camp. It's it started right after the earthquake, so I presume some wall there must have collapsed and made an opening for them to come through. Mine? Yes, Hawthorne coal mine. He pauses, giving off an impression of being unsure whether you know what he is talking about. This can't be used to house miners that worked here. It was a pretty big mine. Not foundry big, though, but the business was lucrative. Unfortunately, the miners dug into the underground river. The mine was mostly flooded and was abandoned consequently. Luckily, the vicinity of the camp turned out to be rich in animal life. Those who didn't want to leave after the flooding stayed here and began hunting and eventually started exporting meat to nearby settlements stations. Shoko, hail to thee! You're just checking in on me? Not sure how long you will stay? That is completely fine. Welcome. I hope you've been alright, and I hope that, you know, whenever you go to rest, that you have a great rest. We finally found the circuit board that we were looking for after 500 years, and we're now doing a quest for both Big Bert and Engineer. We did the Engineer one, we just gotta head back eventually, and we are right now talking to this guy to see if we can help him out with his bug problem. But how have you been, Shoko? How have you been? Everything alright? Luckily, the vicinity of the camp is rich with animal life, blah, 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 and began hunting and eventually started... Okay, we read that. You guys seem well armed, so how come you can't deal with a few burrowers? A few? When those things emerged for the first time, there were so many of them, we had trouble even counting them all. All we could do was stay behind the gate and gun them bugs down as they approached. Later we sent some men to scout out the mine, but none returned. I reckon the bugs still greatly outnumber us. Damn. Big Bird from Sesame Street in this game? Not Big Bird, Big Bert! Bert! You're perfectly fine, as you still have days off and return from a bar. Ah, bar time. Must have been fun. That reminds me, I gotta buy some liquor. Among Us! Welcome, Knuckles, hail to thee. How are you doing? I forgot what I just read. Good? Still modeling? Still modeling. I know you and Yuki were trying to chat in the thing, and yeah, I forgot to put like video stream on the japping freaking channels. That was my oversight. Knuckles with his deep ass voice. Let me get through this dialogue. Hail to thee, Yuki. I hope you're doing alright as well. For the time being, I'm not risking any more men. We'll defend, and later, when their numbers diminish, we'll see what we can do. I don't know if I want to help them deal with this, but at the same time, I want XP, so... I'm willing to go there and take care of your problem, but my services cost. I like your confidence, even though I cannot see what you can possibly do to that we are unable to do. I guess material gain gives men strength. I'll tell the guards to let you pass. As far as your reward is concerned, come and see me. If the job is well done, it's a deal. Good luck. What? Why do you have knives, Yuki? Why do you seek violence against me? I just asked how you are doing, and you are out here with your knives. So we can help these people out. I suppose technically... where's the thing? Southgate Station? Camp Hawthorne. We could try and go back and see if we can talk to Big Bert and just tell him what's up and then come back later. You wanted to be mature and responsible and now you're cookieless? That is the shame of us all, isn't it? You should have gotten them cookies. Cookies are great. They're a great snack. They're a great everything. Breakfast, snack, dinner, lunch. I forgot other daily meals that people sometimes have. I don't know if I want to go to junk. You know what? I'll go to junkyard. This guy probably... No, not junkyard. Changed my mind. SGS. Stygian coins. Now, laddie, let me tell you the story about this driver called Blubberjack who dove too deep, too fast, and with too little oxygen in its tanks. He told me to sail to a spot he called the spot for deep diving, yar, and offered me such coinage I simply couldn't refuse. Funny lad, funny individual. I forgot I can speed up the process. Okay, let's see if we can talk to Big Bert, tell him what's up with the town. We'll come back there later. I went to Camp Hawthorne. Ah, good. And what's happening? They're mostly alright. The camp itself wasn't damaged during the earthquake, but they have some borrower-related issues. Those things are coming from the mines and attacking the camp. Until they deal with that, the camp won't function as usual. Yo little, now you're with it too? Not yo little. Well, at least the earthquake didn't do any damage. I hope they'll deal with those borrowers. Anyways, thanks for the info. We'll take care from here. I must be going. Okay. Got that done with. Who else do I need to talk to? Engineer. Engineering. Why must they need engines for their earrings? About the battery recycling plant? Yes, you'll love this. Here's a blueprint containing something about, the stuff. I think you'll find it useful. Harold's eyes shoot up at the mere sight of the thing you brought him. Wow, what a lucky find. Kim, great, let me take a look at it. He inserts the drive into his portable computer and takes a look at it. I was hoping for some info on how to make our own battery, but this has got information on how to revive the dead ones. This is nearly as good. I never knew you could do that with a photovoltaic cell. Great, I'm glad you're happy. As I promised, here's your reward. See you around, Hanky. See ya. Actually, do you have anything I want? You like sound of my voice? It sounds friendly. Does it now, huh? Well, now I'm gonna have to practice at making it sound very unfriendly. Very aggressive, very spooky and horrific and I don't know, menacing. That's the word. Thank you, Tycho. I could sell this. Only 38? You know what? That's fair, actually. That's fair. I don't know if I have any more stuff to trade. I'm gonna try not to just go on a trade spree again. I got 2 things done, right? Yep, I got Big Bert, his news. Why sounding menacing when friend-shaped? I don't know. I do not know. Well, I do know. I just don't want to say. We got Harold, his battery stuff. We still don't know about the death that led to the brutal death of the man in the medical place. I feel like that would lead to something. Meet Grosky, we can't do that just yet. This is also something I have to look into. I feel like I talked to everybody in Junktown, though. Let me look into my inventory, because I don't want to be spending more money than I am getting back in return. Explosives. We got all this jazz. We may have to deal with the tunnel things. Right, I think I wanted to check if I could sell this over in Junktown. Boots. I also have the boots and armor. Let's see if this man wants any of this before I leave. Just for a couple of cash. Okay, well, we can at least give him... I guess we'll keep this on us for now. Okay, gonna take the long way to Junktown. It's still so strange for you to not... it's strange for me to not be affiliate. Is it my choice? Yeah. It's just I'm not affiliate yet because I don't see the point in it. Other than, I guess, having emotes, which I would have to make, which would require time and skills I do not have. You see? Yeah. That, and I'm also, I guess, technically waiting around for, like, whenever I somehow, some way, get a little bit more viewership, then I feel like it would be kind of worth the effort. Let's see, shortcut this way. Skedaddling. There's no guard here anymore. Huh. Guard's gone. Dear people in chat, we are not worth an effort. Now that's not what I said. Okay, let's see. I know there's a fishing guy over here. I talked to him a little bit, but maybe he sells you stuff. Maybe he doesn't. I don't remember. Go across, go over here, and then the Psy Beetle over there, neglected. Well, listen, okay? It's very hard to make stuff. I wouldn't even know where to start. That, and I don't know what to do when I get a couple of cents of money from Twitch. I don't know how to do taxes. You think I know how to do taxes? I'll get in trouble. Okay, time to talk to people. Until I find whoever needs a wedding ring. Your small friend sitting next to you seems like they can do taxes. Oh yeah, the lamb pup, little me? Maybe. I don't think he's smart enough, though. The lamb pups, they don't tend to be big-brained. Quite the opposite, to be honest. The crossbow guy at the bar. Oh, this guy, Chester. Chester, I don't know, I don't have a nickname for him. Do you recognize this? Its sparkle is mirrored in his eyes. And that ring. He lifts his head, and his whole figure suddenly appears larger. Where did you find this? In a water plant south of here. Yeah, it's my father's ring, but it's been worn by my... He pauses. My dead brother. I must have it. He appears even larger now. The casted shadow must be playing tricks on your eyes. I killed a madman who's taken the life of your sibling in a terrible way. He remains silent. You know what? The crossbow guy. I'll give it to him. I don't feel like getting in a fight right now. I don't think my skill set is gonna be able to deal with this man. The ring rests on his palm and he stares at it with a teary eye. Thank you for this. Can I ask a few questions about Joshua? He removes the respirator and takes a sip of his now lukewarm beer. Go ahead. That ring, you mentioned it was your father's, yet it bears your siblings' initials. He takes a moment to respond. They are the same. Our father's name was Jasper. Jasper Royce. Continue. He was a scavenger too, and he gave this to Joshua on his deathbed. Tell me about Joshua. We were all inseparable. Inseparable. Our whole lives we were on the rails, all 5 of us. We lost Mom first, then Carl, our brother. Dad died 3 years ago, and now I'm the only one left. And life of a scavenger it is, full of risk and danger every step of the way, and He takes a sip of his brew, but that's all we could ever do. You got separated, it seems. He nods. It takes him quite a while to respond. We wanted to explore the ruins of south of here, but it was full of burrowers. On our way back, some bandits have made camp nearby, and they saw us and went after us. The sons of rats. We got separated amidst all of that, you see. Joshua, I don't know what happened. At least his crossbow is still with him. True enough, true enough. He's got his trusty crossbow. He had he smiles, a great sense of direction in the caves. And then his stare drops, but for some reason it failed then and there. He pauses. After I waited for, I don't know, half an hour at our rendezvous, I came back. The bandits, they were nowhere to be seen, and neither was Joshua. There was the water treatment plant nearby. He gestures you to stop. No, I'd seen the body. I don't want to know anything, as long as the bastard responsible is dead. I'll be leaving, you know. Take care. He nods and takes a sip of his brew, then stares at the gold ring in whose reflection you see a dancing flame, and many prying eyes around of which he is as oblivious. Then he finishes his brew, grabs his spade, and walks away. Oh, hopefully no one will murder him. We got item lost. Yep, we got XP for that. Nice. Assign junkyard. Okay, retrieve. Forgot about this one. I don't know. Sorry. Just hurt myself a little bit. Damn, what time is it? Holy moly, it's already been like 2 hours, huh? Shit. Okay, what else did I want to do? Tanner mission. Vera wants us to find out what happened to Terry and Laura. The Black Eels, we did the missions for them. We need the lucky knife from this guy. Former house in the east part of the residential area and return it to him in the slums. East part residentials. I think the residentials was over here. All I remember was that there was like a thing we had to go through in order to get into the house sneaky. But our sneaking abilities are not very good. So I think we're gonna have to get into a fight anyhow. I do not remember if it was here. Okay, let's see. Maybe it was down here. I feel like the moment we touch anything around these parts, we're just gonna get people to throw hands with us. Let's see, behind here? No. You don't know how much you should backseat? Only if I ever get genuinely stuck, I guess. I'll ask, don't worry. Let me live as a free, stupid boy. Okay, if we go there, it's a problem. If we go here, it's also a problem. We could try and go into sneak mode. It might be this area, actually. We'd have to go through here in order to go through there. I'm gonna save and then see if I can get into this shenanigan. I have no clue if they can actually see us over here or not. This dog can see me. Little rascal. Now there's a camera there too. Yeah, I could just go back and talk to the old man now that I think about it. just to regain that information because it's been quite a while. I'll just speed over there and we will figure out where exactly he said I had to go into. I also had to check over here to sell something anyways. Bark, 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 bark. Bork. Okay, electronics, yep. Give you that. Electronic devices. I don't know if this counts as devices, parts. Give me one of that. Give me that. Shock bolt. I don't really want that, so I'll take that. One blueprint. Energy weapon. This is a frame. They won't be taking that. I got batteries up the wazoo. Auto trade. I don't really have anything in here that I'd want. So the Stygian coins will be what I take. Let me see. I mean, maybe I could have traded for one of these, but these are costly. I'll have to... I actually don't know. I think you wear that back here, right? Yep, shield emitter. We'll get one of them eventually. Old man, I need you to talk to me again. Tell me about yourself. Why are you interested in knowing more about an old man like me? I want to hear your story. You told me about your house, so why not go back in the past some more? Well, my life was one that had quite a few ups and downs. I'd rather not go into too many details, but I had a great wife, a good job, decent kids, and a life I wouldn't complain about. First, I lost my wife, then I lost my job, then my kids left. Then I started complaining about my life. He smiles. What happened? I said I wouldn't want to get into too many details. Some of the things were my fault, some were bad luck. In the end, I ended up in junkyard. And then, after that, in an even worse part of junkyard. I guess ground's next. Well, to be honest, at least these United Stations bozos are helping us out a bit. Have the United Stations been treating you well? Yes. Yes, indeed they have. I was in the same boat as a lot of the folks in Junkyard when we first heard them. And Northerners were gonna construct an embassy here. But I guess I have a different opinion now. They've been good to us folks here. They give us food and old clothes we can wear, and we're a bit safer here. Although once you get past Vince and his pack, you're back in dangerous territory. Oh well, that's Junkyard. Well, at least we learned a bit more about him. Still working on it? He nods? Okay, well, he isn't gonna tell us about his place, even though I kind of forgot where he lives. Wasn't here, was it? It was East Residentials. East Residentials. Ouch. Yeah. It'd be like that, you know? Your wife leaves you. Your job leaves you. Your kids leave you. What doesn't leave you? I'm kind of curious about here, but I think this is snake territory. Sneaky mode. Ow. Okay, unsneaky. Taxes. Ay, ay, ay. Don't even get me started on things I don't do. Maybe we could go back here, but this dog is here. Hopefully that dog doesn't alarm anybody. Please, Doggerino. Don't do anything dastardly and evil. I don't think I can even sneak around, considering I think they can see me very clearly. Yep. Oh no. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Load back here. Tab. Okay, security. Locker. And let me check the other area. It might be the other place. Can't go through there, because that's territory that's owned by them. Okay, what about up here? Okay, this is just back here. So door here, which I assume will also be locked. Yep, also locked. And that guy's going back and forth. Wasn't that some place with some vent somewhere between the rocks? This door was like right here. Oh no, this doesn't look very luxury. Damn it, me and my memory. Okay, maybe it isn't this place at all. Let me read the quest. From his former house in the east part of the residential area, and then okay, residentials is not this place, or I think it's not. Isn't there a map I could use? Right here, global map. Junkyard, settlement. This is also a settlement. Just trying to see what counts and what doesn't count. Where are we right now? Right here, I think, right? Yeah. Settlement, docks, place we just came from. Depot, another depot. That's just called junkyard. You wait. This is gonna take me a bit, okay? This map is confusing. Maybe up here. I'm probably wrong, but we'll see. Yeah, this is the gambling thing. The hell is this old man's house? Fence, random fence, barrel, door, switch, light switch, foot locker. I feel like I'm being an idiot again. It's probably the case. Okay, our guy's just standing there. Nah, it's odd that he won't say how to get there again. Usually the game is good about that. I see, I see. So basically, I better have heard what he said. Wish I kinda... Well, I did at the time, but, you know, it's been been a week. I think it's been like more than a week since I've heard the instructions he gave. This door's locked. This is probably locked. Like, cause I kind of feel like it's this place, but I swear he said that you had to go through some, like, rocks or something. Squeeze between some rocks to get behind some place. But, like, obviously there's no rocks here, so it can't be here. Unless it is, and I'm just thinking about something else. Kind of want to see what's through here. Okay, that's also locked. Everything's locked. The moment I try to unlock it, death. Alright, this is where we kill that gal. This is locked. Corpse. I'm assuming all of these are just gonna be locked. Locked. This place, okay, requires hacking to get in there. And I assume that's the place to the gun store area. You just give a hint, say it's in the docks area. Gosh darn. Damn me. Docks. I'm gonna go to the docks. My 500-year journey. I'm not gonna finish this game till like next year, I swear. Warning sign. What does that even say? Keep away or you get shot. I wonder what they got in there. There's this right there. There's over here. Shelves. I can't see much. That's really a house. This is where the other guy is. They don't let us in here. There's these two guys. Can't go through back there. Even though... Nope, only one way. locker, security camera, shelves. Let me look at the map again. So there's these docks, and then there's the other ones. That's the area up from here. I could go to the other... Well, no, these are the docks, so... Do you... I think you... I think you'll need to narrow it down just a little more. The Italian character Twink main guy from Knuckles' game is taller than me by 2 inches. You are looking for rocks to click on. Rocks to click on. I guess maybe I could... Nothing shows up there. What about over here? Near some mushrooms? Okay. Well, there we go. Oh, Big Rata and Little Rata. I was not expecting you two to be here. Death to you. And you'll get some caltrops. As a reward. Okay, he's not gonna throw the caltrops. Yes, he is. There we go. You little... You got it! Thank you for the help, Tycho. I was honestly gonna be there forever. And Yuki's just making fun of me again. Oh, there's a lot of big rats around here. Oh no. What if I just simply committed a funny action? There we go. At least that hurts them. Smashed his head in. What about you? Okay, you're gonna live for a little bit. You're dead. And you're next. It's a lot of bloodshed. Okay, organs that are not really worth anything to me. Any more ratas? Any more little rats? And this guy's gonna be surprised when I just show up in his house. Fully armored metal man. With a giant sledgehammer. Ah, these are his mushrooms. I remember the guy telling me about his mushrooms. We're gonna pretend we can sneak at least. Well, ow. Oh, it was this place. Well, we can't... Oh, this is how we can... Bro, if I knew this earlier, this would have saved me so much trouble in, like, my first couple of streams of this game. If I could just, like, click tab and see that they were there behind the wall. My goodness, you have no idea how many times that has made me want to, like, annihilate the game. Okay, let's see. Tab is your best friend. It truly is. Annihilate this man. I don't know if we were told whether or not we could kill this man, but you know, I don't think the guy will care. As long as we get his knife back. Your pinky will be strong. It will be strong by the end of the game. I'm using my, like, ring finger. I'm just moving my hand around. Well, Valmer. I don't know who Valmer is. I feel like that's an important guy. Maybe not. Maybe not. The lucky knife. I like how we could technically maybe keep it. Incurs 125 mechanical damage resistance and threshold. Kinda crazy. This is an old but well-made knife that many scratches on the blade surface suggest that it has seen a lot of action in its life. Interesting. House card. We'll take that. We'll take his health. We'll take this. We'll take everything. I'm just gonna rob him. Rob him of all his valuables. They're mine now. I don't think anybody's gonna have any questions, you know? This is Junkyard after all. I'm just gonna leave the way I came, because I don't want to have to fight everyone out of here. I like how there's just a tire in the water. I'm gonna look at that knife again before we, I'm going the wrong way, before we hand it over to him. Look at my boy go. I also have to repair my hammer. Forgot about that. Yeah, look at that thing. Where's the heavy... Yeah. Nope. Nope. God dang it. Put there. Wasn't that double click? I forgot if I had to put it in my inventory or not. So let me just put this back in here. Put this over here. There we go. Fix the hammer. Repaired. Now it's almost to full strength. Nice. I also was gonna check the knife. Where was it? Right here. Bypasses 60% of a target's shield. Critical damage 16. I mean, I know I don't really use knives, or haven't used knives in a long while because I got my damn tungsten steel hammer here, but this is pretty nifty. It's a pretty nifty knife if you wanted to keep it. If you were a sneaky person, I feel like that'd be pretty good. Any luck? We can just be like, yep, I found it and I'm keeping it. Here's your knife. My lucky knife. I thought I'd never see you again. Well, I'll leave you two to catch up. Thanks. Best of luck, youngster. You're welcome, and you too, old-timer. I got 1,000 points for that. Let's see, does that mean I can level up? Not yet. Or unlike... Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, we can level up. Never mind, I'm crazy and stupid. I thought we had like a little bit left on the bar. We have no points here to give, but that's okay. Let's see, what do I want to push up? My dodge and evasion are kind of low. The first time you've seen my build? Yeah, it's not the best, but it's what I like. I think we're good on traps for the time being. I feel like maybe we could push up the mercantile a little. Mercantile's 40. Let's see, tailoring. I don't even know why I put anything in tailoring and chemistry. I'm gonna be honest. These have been a waste of stuff. Mechanics is at least like kind of good. Because, you know, we use that pretty often, I think. Well, I mean, is it good? Because I know it can buff up your traps a little thing, right? No, the traps thing buffs up the mechanic and lockpicking. Never mind. So, also a waste, I feel like everything here may have been a waste of stuff. I got 10 left. Could put it in traps, which increases the lockpicking a little bit as well. Put that to 5, and then give this 5. I'm happy with that for the time being. Do we have any feats? We do. I got nimble. I got rat hound, pack rat hound. We got this one, pummel, sheep shop. Now what else do I want? Because there's a lot of good stuff here. Taste for blood. Crafting is OP later on, but it needs a lot of investment. Yeah, I feel like I would just do better with just buying the stuff, even if it costs like an arm and a leg. Just because of the amount of stuff that there is. There's so many things that you can just sell. Guard, you have a 35% chance to block melee damage. Melee mechanical damage equal twice of your strength. Does not work if stunned or otherwise disabled. So if I have 9 strength, what does that mean? I get to block like 18? So knives, basically. 35% chance of blocking knives. I mean, it could be good, you know, for those guys that are just gonna shank ya. Taste for blood was... Okay, whenever you attack a bleeding target with a melee weapon, increase your melee damage by 5 for each bleeding wound. We do sometimes cause a lot of bleed damage for some reason. Wrestling, that's for something else that I don't really focus on. Bone breaker. Critical hits from your blunt melee attack break ribs if they deal at least 15% of the damage of the target's damage. Sorry, 4%, not 14. 4%. Target with broken ribs receives an additional 25% mechanical damage. I feel like I kind of want this. This is one of the things I want. Let's see, pinning. I don't really use throwing knives. Exposed to weakness. Melee attack that deals normal damage and reduces the target's mechanical resistance and threshold. I don't really know what the difference between these two is. I guess the difference is that this is only active when you hit a critical, while this is a special. Trap expert, reduce the time it requires to arm and disarm traps, and increases detection of said traps by 25%. Grenadier, we do like tossing grenades in combat. That's also another. There's like so many good stuff. I do kind of rely on doing some amount of damage before the enemy even gets to me. Reduces cooldown by fragmentation and incendiary grenades by 2 turns. Let me check on something real quick. Sorry about that. PC. Okay, my PC was just like... the fans of my PC were going off for some reason. Spooked me. Spooked me for a second. Weakness. You know what? I'll take this just because this is kind of good when it comes to dealing with, I guess, machines, in my opinion. Like, I just need to toss out as many EMPs as possible, and having to wait like a million turns for my EMP to actually come back is not a pleasant thing. take that. Accept. Okay, I don't know why. Unless I just can't have that? No, I can, otherwise I wouldn't be here. Okay, did I forget something here? Am I losing it? Or is it just because I don't have the base stat for that? Dexterity is 7. Throwing is 30. No, I have it. Okay, I was just clicking the wrong button. Sorry, I just have it so that on my... When I normally use my mouse, my right click is my left. Because this mouse is just like wonky, so I'm just like... I'm used to pressing right click to like click on stuff. I'm just like out here clicking like, why isn't it working? It's because you're clicking the wrong button, dumbass. Okay, we got this done. Now we can get on with these, or we can go to Camp Hawthorne and go back there to deal with their problem. We only have a couple of minutes left to stream, though. I guess I'll get there. I'll get there, and then I'll see how bad it is. This wasn't the way to the docks. What am I doing? Or was it? I don't remember. Hopefully I can get to Hawthorne from here. Should be able to. It'll just cost me a bit. Actually, do I have anything I want to sell? I guess it depends on who's buying. Grenadier is a great choice. Thank you, thank you. I guess we're good then. Let's see, firearm parts. Okay, he wants parts, but he doesn't want firearms. Why doesn't the energy pistol frame count as a firearms part? I guess because it's an energy weapon. Damnable choice of words. Can't sell him bullets, can't sell him anything, so sad. What does he have though? Does he have any interesting items? I don't think so. We still haven't sold any of these boots yet. Just gotta see if I can sell this to someone. Yeah, I feel like Grenadier is probably the best for at least my playstyle so far. Vendor system is perhaps the most controversial aspect of the game. Is it really? I feel like it's okay. Like, it's not... It's inconvenient sometimes, but, like, I don't feel like it's that bad. It feels kind of real, I guess, because it's, like, you know, the inconvenience of it all, not being able to sell whatever you want on the spot. Like, I get that. But on the other hand, it does kind of force you to think a little bit more when it comes to being a... I guess, a very merchant-oriented person. We're not really using these. Okay, which ones do I want to keep, actually? I guess I can sell... Which one would make me more money? I guess these two would make me the most money. Special bolts, caltrops, okay. Auto. Trade that. This gal probably will trade stuff. Okay, now all of them. True, but it's a big time sink for what is extremely... what is already a fairly long game. Yeah, that too. I guess that's a fair complaint. For me, it's okay. I'm not too bothered for it, but like if you think about it, it's like, yeah, it's a lot of time just going back and forth, and especially if you're not like in the SGS, because at least in SGS you have your own like place. You could just put a bunch of stuff and then see what the vendors are selling there, and then just go back to your place, right, and just get the stuff out of there and sell to the people. But like if you're anywhere else, it's I imagine it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Do we have any more fungi? No? Okay, that'll be all. And then you... Nothing we can sell ya. This guy, my like favorite guy. Don't tell anyone, but you just use a mod to auto-refresh vendors' inventory with a hotkey? Wow. You know what? I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Oh, this guy wants boots. I'm glad he wants boots. I got plenty of boots to sell. Okay, he won't want that, so give me these back so I can sell those. Firearm, bullet, component. This man, Len, is literally my favorite guy so far. I feel I bought my whole set of armor from him. The hammer I think I got off a guy just after killing him. But this guy, my favorite. I need to get myself one of those fancy shields. I need to save up for that. Gotta find myself a lot of coin, one way or another. Okay, now let's take the... I forgot that I was, like, halfway dead. Completely forgot about that. I'm just walking around. I can imagine just in real life, you're just smelling a man walking by you, and he's just bloodied. How much to go to Hawthorne? 25! I'd rather walk, bro. That's like 4 mines worth of coin. I'll spend this last minute trying to make it back to Hawthorne, and then I'll save and end the stream off of there. Holy moly. 25 coins, bro. You are killing me with that. And I swear if I have to fight anything on the way back here, surely nothing spontaneous will occur. At least you taught me about that, like, thing that makes the game speed up. That's actually great. I think I'll play the game like this the entire time. Ah, fantastic. It's a big help, it really is. I can't bonk him? Okay, he's just gonna run away. Maybe I should have ensnared them. Me when I'm smart, finally. Ow. So we do cause bleeding on these creatures, at least. Remains? Okay. I understand that we're not... We don't have the action points, but he's dead. Okay. These damn hoppers, bro. I don't like the way, like, something gets in your way and you just immediately stop. I wish you just kept going. That's a little annoying. We're gonna be the healthiest individual in these entire underground systems. With the amount of walking we do. How many calories, man? How many calories are we wasting out here? It's gotta be about the hundreds, bro. By the thousands, maybe. Fully armored, carrying a heavy hammer, carrying a backpack that's like almost full all the time. This is usually the guy I called the old man, the guy that's here, which he isn't here right now, which is weird. He's usually there. I don't know why he's not there. Maybe he went somewhere else. I like that guy. Okay, we're just gonna keep her going. He moves to the cantina in the SGS after the drill quest ends. Oh, okay. Good to know, because he can offer some good stuff here and there. At least decent stuff. And he trades with Stygian coins as well. So if I just want to do a bunch of trading right there at SGS and then get some Stygian coins out of it, I usually go to him. Okay. We will save the game here. And that shall be it for today, my kindred. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. Taiko, thank you very much for all of your help. You know, I played this game at least like once or twice, so it very much was helpful when you came around and pointed me in the right direction, let's say. Bye-bye.